I had heard that El Diablo was there was more people, more activity, more tours than even Chichime. And Chichime is about as much as I think I'd want. At the end of the day, you're just trying to find your own peace, right? Yeah, that's certainly true for me. I'm doing another circumnavigation, a circumnavawalk. Yeah. Oh, this is a cool look. Look how this path comes off the beach. It's cool. God, just so cool. Hello everyone, my name is Rick and I'm sailing Frog's Leap. Today, I'm quite literally walking around Chichime. Yeah, but I'm going to do more than that. We're going to go check out that island across the bay. Yeah, and I'm going to stick this camera under the water a little bit. Look at some sea life. I'm out here on the water on my kayak off the beach, so I'm going to cruise around the island as much as I'm comfortable and shoot some shots of the island from the water. Oh, look at that old wooden boat. Whoa. Oh yeah. First, let's go around Frog's Leap, give her a good look. Wow, look at that. The repair I made under the bowsprit looks great. The renewed snubber looks fantastic. Man, she looks good. Well, that was fun. I'm back in the shade. Yeah, this is a little perch, not bad. Look at this. Oh yeah. Yeah, not bad. I got some coconuts here. Hey, even if they're... What's the deal with these? Oh. Look at that. My canoe's over there. Oh, look at this. Yeah. This looks like an inbounder. I can't tell for sure. That would make sense. Looks like it's time for most of the tourists to be heading back. You know, the vast majority of them spend their time on that other side where I just was. Maybe only one or two of these boats come here a day. You get more on that other side where that restaurant is. Yeah, he's inbound. Looks like a catamaran. Just making his turn in here. This is what it's like when they start leaving. You see all these waves. So when I know they're leaving, I don't like being in the kayak. I'll get up here for a little bit. Well, I was clearly scaring that little crap. I downloaded the latest weather last night, and it did show the wind would be coming down from the north. I'm always watching the weather because, you know, and to try to correlate what I'm seeing with what I know so that my forecasting can improve. Continuous improvement and all that jazz. All that jazz. Oh, well, look at how frogs leap. I mean, she's got like a lee shore hardcore. Right now I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Despite this close, but I actually like this anchorage. It's nice to be so close to shore. You know, from a touristy kind of perspective, I'm a gunkholer, man. Gunkholer, man. That's right, in gunkholers, they don't show up in pangas for 3 hours. No, this is about immersion. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a real starfish. Whoa. I wonder what that looks like underwater. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's amazing. And I think I saw another one too up here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I'm gonna go. This one's deeper. This might look cool underwater. Yeah, this will look pretty cool underwater, I think. I don't want to disturb it, and I want to see if I can get a good something like this. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. Alright, so I think this morning my plan is to row to the other island over here and check it out. So I'm talking about this island that I'm always looking at. Yeah, this one over here. It's totally within rowing distance. I think maybe it's 200 yards. It's not that far. I just needed to go do it. All right, well, I'm about halfway. So I'll make my way in there. This one's a lot smaller, but look at this beach. It's worth coming over here just for this beach. Holy smokes, yeah. All right, let's beach this kayak and check it out. Okay, whoa, 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 Chichime. Yeah, it's good to get to this other island, you know, to see Chichime from a distance. Well, there's Frog's Leap, right kind of behind that one that's got the dinghy. Let's beach this kayak and do a walk around. Alright, look at this. Oh. I don't know if people live here or if this is just for, it looks like it's just for chilling, but you don't hear a lot from over here. My guess is there's something going on over there in the corner. We're going to walk around and check it out, and then we'll walk a little bit through the middle. Wow, I'm just, you know, there's hardly any rocks in this. It's only like maybe a couple of feet deep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around in this a little bit. That's really cool. You know, when I had the sup, this little pool right here, Would have been really cool for practicing, like to learn how to stand up on one of those things. I owned that thing to get back into to and from shore, you know, but I never got good enough to stand up on it. These are on the main island of Chichime, and boy, they really make an effort to keep this island clean of basura. Yes, it's good, really good. And then right when I say that, I'll go ahead and pick this up. I will go ahead and make that my problem. Okay, wow, this is cool. We're gonna go around the island here. This island is completely surrounded by reef, and the only opening, actually, this is all reef. It starts right here and it works its all the way around. It's part of the exit channel reef on the to the north, and the only part that you can cross and land the beach is right here where I came across. You can see how the sand kind of gently discolors down into the deep. I think the center here is like 36 feet. So when I say the deep, I don't mean really deep, but you can see it change color. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so kind of similar to the other island where there are paths along the shore here. You can see people walk these pretty regularly. It looks like inside it's just palm trees, and in the middle is kind of a free-for-all, palm tree free-for-all. Pretty cool too. Palm tree free-for-all. Maybe that's the video title. See, so this reef is the reef. You can kind of see some stuff, jagged stuff sticking. That looks like a shipwreck of some kind. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like reef. But this reef extends all the way around, and then that shipwreck you see, you can kind of see the hull of it over here. Oh, there's somebody on the island over there. But the shipwreck's over here. I want to get a good shot of that. I'll keep walking around. I want to walk on established paths if I can. Boy, they really make an effort to keep it clean, raked, and you know, it must be difficult to keep it like this. Oh, look at this palm tree. The steps all the way up as it leans over the beach. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Boy, between all these palm trees is a perfect place for hammocks, tying off hammocks. Look at this. Yeah, very cool. Hammocks. Yeah. Yeah. I can hear some kind of engine running, some kind of generator or pump of some kind. I don't know, I'm thinking some kind of pump. There's a big hole next to this engine. It's just amazing, all these trees. I mean, it's right out of a golly, out of a movie set or something. Oh, okay, well, we're gonna finally get maybe a decent shot of this. So apparently on the chart, this is referred to as San Blas ferry wreck. So I don't know the history of this. It does have some writing on the side, but it looks like it could say San Blas or something. It's very difficult for me to read it. There's a lot of rust. It's a nice little beach area here on this side too. Isn't it interesting how these palm trees and the root structure actually elevates, you know, the beach comes up, and then from the base of the root structure up is probably a couple of feet. I mean, 2 or 3 feet in places, it looks like, maybe 3 feet over there. Fascinating. And then over here you just see it's more of kind of a slope grade all the way up. Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna have to go in this water. And this is interesting because you can see it's deeper right here, and then it gets more shallow as the reef approaches. So if I walk in here, see, I don't even know. That's gonna be probably, I don't know if that's deeper than my chest or not. But you can see how the sand gets very, very light colored again, right there. And yeah, you can actually walk on these. And I think that's what they're out there on the reef when they're out there with their canoes. You know, they're hunting along the reef. It's not like they're deep diving. I think they're just a few feet above the reef, if that, maybe just a foot, a few inches maybe is better to say. Oh, look at that. Here's another starfish. Again, it's difficult for me to say how deep these guys are. I'm a little below my knee right now. I'm not even at my knee right now. Hey, starfish buddy. We're gonna go under and check you out. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm interested actually to just run the camera along the bottom. Let's use the starfish as foreground. I'm going to go underwater and just shoot, and I'm curious to see if I can see, you know, once the camera's underwater and I look back, am I able to see that elevation grade come back up right to the reef? That'll be interesting to see if we can see that underwater. Let's see. I filmed that, so it satisfied my curiosity a little bit. I don't know if that shot made sense. I might try it again actually with a little more light. Like if I come over here, the sun will be peeking around, shooting in that direction. I might have a better shot at catching some of these contours on the bottom. Let's take a look. I have no idea how that's going to turn out, but it might be fun to see and show it to you. Walk this beach back. Well, at least I made it out here. You couldn't look at this island and not come out here. I would not forgive myself. Look at this. So it's kind of, the reef is, that's it. It's very shallow. It's a lot of seagrass. And I imagine there's coral in there. I don't know where it is, but imagine it's out there maybe. I really don't know. And I also don't know what makes these little sand things. These sand piles in there. Interesting. It's nice right here because I know it's windy, but we're in the lee right here. Yeah, you can see how shallow it is, like branches and stuff get stuck. You see that over here too. Yeah. Whoa. What a nice little private beach. It's really crazy. Oh, look at these shells. Yeah. Probably a good way to preserve the shells, you know. Probably not good for them, leaving them out of the water. Just a guess. A lot of cleanup going on here. The shallow areas that are reefs tend to be dark. Yeah. I think because of all the marine life, you know, all the green life in there, because it's so shallow. Yeah, this beach is super cool. I'm gonna have to go in and check it out. Yeah, that was it. Circumnavigation. Oh, look at this. See, this is something I've noticed. Every one of these islands, there's not one of the San Blas Islands that I've been on, and I haven't been on all of them yet, but it's pretty clear that if there's any people on them, you're going to have a volleyball net. Here on, I'll probably identify volleyball with the San Blas and the Guna Yala. I mean, it makes sense, you know. That's something to bring. You know, I think about now coming back and what would I bring, because they always ask for stuff. Probably a good volleyball would be a nice thing. It's fun. I think it's time to row back and rejoin civilized society. Actually, not yet. One of the things I told myself was I was going to enjoy this beach. One of the nice things about it is nobody's here. Like, you really have it to yourself. Yeah. I'm not even up to my knees. I bet you I could walk a long way out here before it even starts dropping off. Yep. Yeah, I bet it's much shallower over here because you can see the reef starts now. The dark colors start kind of right in here, and then it becomes all reef over there. Yeah. This is the only approachable part of this beach. And when it drops pretty quickly right here. Oh yeah, it's real quick. Oh, he's leaving. Catamaran guy. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and dunk myself in here and then row back. Yeah. Maybe I'll come over here. Maybe it's a little deep. Looks like maybe it's a little bit deeper, but not as, you know, the gradient going down is not so bad. It was pretty steep over here. This maybe right here looks manageable. Get some depth right in that. We got something, a little divot right here. There we go, it's starting to go down. This is a little divot, a little swimming divot. That's what it is. Let's shoot the divot underwater. Yeah, there it is. Now I'm getting wet before I head over in my swimming divot. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Oh. All right, I'm ready for the row back now. Also, the tourists arrived. You know, they come at around 9:30. The tourists on the boats, on the pangas. And that's always a good time for me. I'm going to get upwind here a little bit so I have a better angle. But it's always good for me because that means I can buy water because they open their little store. So I just noticed their pangas here, so it's a good time to head back. But I'm going to launch from this point over here. So because the wind's coming from up there. So I want to be as much upwind as possible because I'm manual powered, man. Kayak, baby. Yeah. Alright, I'm ready to make my trek, head back there where everybody else is. Alright, see if I keep this on what I get. I don't know that I'll get anything good, so I'll probably only keep it on for a little bit. But if you get any view at all of what I'm seeing, it'll be all right. Oh, here we are. And that's the island we just came from. Oh yeah, and there's Frog's Leap.
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Frog's Leap. Don't be shy now. Subscribe.